Good morning, it's Barbara. I'm going outside. It's bright and sunny. I might be a little overdressed for the weather. I guess we'll see. Good morning, it's Barbara. It's very windy out here. I just put some lipstick on to go with my sweater. This is the Malin sweater. I made two of these. I made one that's a crew neck and then one that's but I don't remember the yarn. That's a shame because isn't it beautiful? Made me want to put lipstick on. Inspired me to put lipstick on. To match. It's kind of lovely out here. It's very breezy. But otherwise nice. I may be overdressed because it's not even 10:30 yet and you know, it may get warmer than I thought today. Congratulations to those of you who could see the Aurora Borealis the last couple nights. I did not see it. I went out and looked, but we do not have a good view towards the north in terms of open sky. And Dennis had D&D last night, and I didn't want to go driving around trying to find someplace and leave Aura by herself. And I didn't have enough heads up the day before. So I did not see the Aurora Borealis, and I am feeling very FOMO-y watching, looking at everybody's pictures on Instagram. I'm jealous, but you know, I could have made an effort and didn't. So it's my own fault. But meanwhile, congratulations if you got a chance to see it. I don't think it's visible here where I am tonight, but I will be double checking just in case. So I didn't see you yesterday. I went to State College yesterday, so I did a lot of driving. I got home and I just vegged. I watched 2 movies I'd already seen when I got home. I didn't knit. I didn't do anything. But I got a lot done. I got all the stuff I needed to get done at the bank, and it was very efficient. I mean, I even said to the assistant manager wasn't there. I would have gone to her desk. It was empty, so I went to the teller. I was a teller 50 years ago. 50 years ago. I was a bank teller when Jason, well, I had been a bank teller before Jason was born, so, and he's going to be 47. He just turned 47. Where it's October, Barbara. Your son was born in September. Turned 47. So 50 years ago, I was a bank teller. And there is no way I would have been doing any of this stuff that she did. I mean, she closed out a loan and she, you know, all kinds of stuff, you know, because I was trying to get stuff off the books at this bank. And she just did everything. I was really impressed. And it hardly took any time. I felt very, very efficient. I didn't really need to be there, as it turns out. I mean, I wanted to meet the appraiser, but all he did was walk around, take some pictures of the house. Because he was familiar with the property. He knew the guy next door who had just recently purchased, in the last couple of years, purchased the property next door. So, but I had a nice conversation with my brother. But I was literally in State College for like 2.5 hours, then turned around and drove 3 hours home. So I got home earlier than I expected to, but Dennis had his D&D away, his in-person D&D game, so he was happy that I was home. We were trying to figure out, well, you know, or I'll be fine upstairs for a couple of hours if there's no overlap, you know, whatever. So we didn't have to worry about it, and that was nice. She and I watched the Great British Baking Show because we get a new episode every Friday on Netflix. We do like that show. But I don't know why Netflix is pretending they're like broadcast television and only giving us ones a week. But whatever. So, and I got a lot done on Thursday. Today's Saturday, so yesterday was Friday. So Thursday, I got almost everything that I talked to you about done. It worked out really well. Dennis got us signed up for mail-in ballots, so that was very sweet of him. He did, all three of us. And I made my phone call, I wrote my email, I, did the stuff that I needed to do. I peeled my lemons, but I didn't get all the way through the lemon juice process. So that will be finished today because I didn't have any energy to do it yesterday when I got home. So I will be making lemon juice today from the peels that I already peeled. But the thing that happened on Thursday was that I was finishing the hat that I was making, that I was going to take yesterday with me. And I was this close, literally, and I was binding that hat off, and I'm like, oh, this looks really big. And it was huge. It was just huge. Well, one mistake I made was I didn't go to a smaller needle to do the ribbing. And I had thought about it, but I thought, I don't want it tight because, we're trying to cover and keep warm without irritating. It was huge. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. So I tore it out. So I went back to before the ribbing. I pulled out all that ribbing. And so the crown is loose, but it was, it was kind of like a bucket hat, which is not what I was going for. So the crown is loose, but I decided a loose crown is good as long as the hat stays on. I could be wrong about that. So what I have done, I've only done a couple of rows since I discovered it was a disaster. What I did was I went down 2 needle sizes for those rows. So I knit this in a size 6. I now have size 4s on here, which is a 3.5 millimeter needle. And I only know that because it says so on the needle. But it was so big, and I should have measured better to see, because if I would have pinched it, I could have seen how many sets of 2x2 I wanted to get rid of. And I did not do that. I'm very quick to frog. But I think what I'm going to do is decrease. I'm going to do some decreases. So this is going to have like a little bit of a puffy crown of the hat. And then I'm going to do some decreases. I think I'm going to decrease 16 stitches. And then do a 2x2 rib. Because you want it to stay on. So it, and it's cotton. So it's not going to have a lot of give or, bounce back. There's no bounce back with cotton. Really. So I don't know. I think I'm going to try that and then put it on my try-on cords that I got from Megan and see how it fits. And if I don't like it, I'm just going to start over. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my local yarn shop. I got an email from them and reminding me that they're there, and I haven't been to my local yarn shop in quite some time. I mean, I might not have been there since last fall. If I was, I told you about it, and you know that I'm wrong. But, my glasses are dirty. Anyway, I thought I'd get some inspiration. I went back through notes from you guys, giving me suggestions for yarns, for chemo caps. I've also made a note of the patterns that you suggested, because of course I'm modifying a muscle burl hat here. That's what I ended up doing. So I'm going to go to my local yarn shop and see what I can find that feels like I'll have an easier time knitting something that I like. I'm not sure what size yarn this is. This is either DK. It's DK, I think. I think it's DK. And a lot of the patterns use worsted, so I'm going to look for a worsted, and I guess I'm going to be looking like in the baby cotton area. The problem is that I don't want baby colors. Well, I will talk to the lady there and get her recommendation. My recipient had some contact dermatitis on her head, so she is very sensitive. So I need to be very careful. But she's going to be in treatment till February. She's going to need a few hats, and she's going to need help staying warm. So that's my plan, to keep knitting. So I am going to go ahead further with my plan here. I'm going to decrease, and then I'm going to start the 2x2 rib. I'm going to make it smaller, and I'm going to check it sooner. That's my plan for this hat. But I'm also going to go try to get some inspiration at my local yarn shop. And yeah, I was going to say it's going to get me out of the house, but I was on the road all day yesterday, so I don't know why I feel like I need to get out of the house. But it was different, you know, going to a yarn shop is different. Gives you a whole different, you know, vibe and everything. So I guess I'll leave my sweater on if I'm going to the yarn shop. Braggy McBride pants. Look at my sweater. I look so great. You like to wear your knitted stuff to the yarn shop, don't you? I do. I won't have a hat on, though, because I don't need one today, that's for sure. And they won't see my lipstick, my matching lipstick, because I'm going to have a mask on, but that'll be fine. So anyway, other than going to the yarn shop and making my lemon juice, and knitting, I don't have much in the way of plans. I'm going to take it easy today. Although, for me, that's a lot of plans already, right? But I do feel like I got a lot accomplished on Thursday and Friday, and I'm feeling good about that. So, and I got a lovely little envelope full of pictures and art that my sister did from her stepson. They're finishing cleaning out her house, and he found these things and thought I would like them, and I really appreciate getting them. So on my to-do list is thank you cards, and I'm going to send him one too. So I need to start painting. I have been, you know, watching little videos. I got the paints from Verena. You know, I'm working on my painting mojo in addition to my knitting mojo. And I think getting these thank you cards organized will start the process. I have some ideas. And, you know, if I'm going to send Christmas cards that I painted myself, I'm going to have to start thinking about painting them myself, right? I mean, that's how it works. So, anyway. And the other thing on my to-do list is mail my friend Kim her magazine that I showed you. Well, I got it at my mom's service, which was 2 weeks ago from tomorrow. So yeah, sorry Kim. But it's still here, and it's not like news, you know, so it's not like when she gets it, it'll be old news. It'll just be late. It's funny because I can always find something to feel inadequate about, right? There's always something that didn't get done properly that I can feel bad about. I'm actually doing pretty good considering I missed the Aurora Borealis and I drove a lot yesterday. I'm feeling like I'm doing pretty, and my hat was a disaster. I feel like I'm doing pretty good. And I have no idea why. The sunshine day after day after day really helps. Really helps. And sweater weather. it's been gorgeous sweater weather the last few days, so I'm happy about that. And I'll be wearing my sweater. It's chilly in the house. It's going to stay chilly in the house, even if it gets a little warmer out here. So, anyway. But while I was sitting there, I ground my coffee. So I told you Thursday, I think I told you Thursday that I put one of Verena's coffees in my coffee grinder, which I had my first cup and it was delicious. That was the 1001. But the Mexican coffee is in my hand grinder, and I have, my second cup. I did my upper body workout, and while I was doing that, I was watching, since I can't read while I do it, I put on Visit with Nana and Papa, Valerie and Jim, and watched them, and that helped me do my grinding. You might not know that, but that's coffee grinding when I do that. And that was a nice visit. And she showed her sweater, although I wasn't sure if it was a sweater or a poncho. She has a new pattern that she's putting out for free. And it's so cute with hearts around here. But I was busy grinding and I missed whether it was a sweater or a poncho. But I think it's a sweater. Anyway, she looked really cute in it in the picture. And of course she was holding it up. It was lovely. And she showed the Wes Knits Mystery Knit Along, because it's October. He always has a mystery knit along, and it's always a shawl, I think, in October. So I got to see that. I am not in any way tempted. I have started a couple of Wes Knits Mystery Knit Along shawls in my life. And I've never finished any of them. My problem is that half of them, I don't even like them when they're done. So that's a bit of a, they're always huge and take a lot of energy to do. So I just wait till they're done and see if I like the pattern or not, and then go from there. Now I have made I can't believe I can't think of the name of that shawl that I love. It's got brioche in it. It's many years ago. Everybody's made one. Words. I'll put it down below. You know the one I mean. And I love that. And I enjoyed making it. And it was 4 colors. And I can't believe that name is not coming to my mind. But Something Station. Something Station. I say, I don't know why, but the metro keeps coming to my mind. Exploration Station. The Exploration Station. Loved. I enjoyed knitting it. It was the first time, only time I've done brioche, and I love the shawl, but I made it many years after he was done with that. And there are a couple I started and I'm just like, forget it. Anyway, it was fun to see that. So she shows her progress on that, and that's interesting. I love her colors. A couple of grays and a pink mohair. Really lovely. It's going to be really lovely. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. And, they always do book recommendations and things like that. I ordered a book, The Iron Druid series. I ordered the first book. See what I think, because I like science fiction fantasy. So we'll see. It wasn't like the other things I'm buying that were $13. It was, $5. So I was able to buy it. Of course, they didn't have it in my library, in the ebooks, but whatever. Anyway, so I was watching that while I was doing that, and to tell you the truth, while I was watching them, that's when it came to my mind to go to the yarn shop. And I think I need to just start watching my friends do their podcasts, because of course we're friends. So many of the podcasters are friends of mine that I just need to start watching knitting podcasts again, even if I'm feeling low mojo, just to see what my friends are up to, because I haven't even been doing that. I've been so bad. And yeah. So I have a lot of, and maybe that will help me with my mojo, because I really would love to have my mojo back, to tell you the truth. Although I've been knitting lately. I've been doing some knitting lately. And it's feeling good. So who knows what'll happen. But meanwhile, I gotta go. Oh, I gotta do my yoga. I didn't do my yoga yesterday either, but I've been doing my yoga while I upload my videos, and it's working out great, and I'm feeling good about that too. So I'm feeling pretty good, considering all things. And yeah, so I'm gonna upload this, do my yoga, and then I'm gonna go. Then I think I'm gonna go to the yarn shop, and I'll worry about the lemon juice later in the day. That's my plan. Well, see how it goes. Show you what I come up with. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please. I heard from my friend in Florida that her power came back, and she's starting, one of my friends, her power came back. She's starting to get back to normal. Actually, they both got their power back. One just today, or I heard today. I think she got it back last night. So that's good. Yeah. Please take good care of yourselves. Please stay safe and stay sane.